It's just like Hassan, bro. The G-boys. Actually, where my G-boy blockers at? Let's go ahead and put them on, bro. The G-boys, every time they gonna be sucking up to Hassan, right? They gonna follow his rhetoric to a T, bro. Literally skinwalker timing, gang. But at the same time, Hassan has to remember he's in Ouroboros, bro. They gonna eat him alive. The minute he step away from that crazy extremist rhetoric and all that junk he got on, they on his. He gotta get right back on that junk. So now the same thing happening with Fantano. You was edgy, all that type of beat, came up off that, bro. You started to build and pander to this audience that you cultivated now. And now that some Jones came out, now they eating you alive. Something that they didn't like came, now they eating you alive, and now you gotta drop this response. It's like, bro, it's crazy. I'm telling you, bro, you cannot pander to these bulls. And two, for Fantano, gang, you should have really just never said this, y'all. Again, I ain't trying to police you, bro. It was years ago. I can understand that, but a lot of these online cannot. So, for you of not to deal with this at all, should have just probably censored that boy once more. But yeah, again, this situation reminded me exactly of the relationship that Hassan got with his chat, bro. Like, it's the same thing that Fantano got with his audience. It's like, bro, pandering, audience captured, Ouroboros eating its tail. It's just... not good. But again, still on that factor, bruv. He said these Jones years ago, gang. If he changed his patterns of behavior once more, bro, and he not saying them Jones no more, no slurs, no crazy Jones, I'm not about to be holding that against him. He changes the person. But that pandering though, we'll talk about it a little bit. You already know what it is, baby. You seen Talent Thumbnail. I ain't gonna lie. Things ain't looking too pretty for the needle drop. The internet's busiest music nerd, Anthony Fantano. Apparently, he's been getting a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism, maybe a bit of canceling for some Joan that apparently went on with a clip. So, I ain't wasting no more time, because I ain't gonna lie, we gotta find out what truly is going on in this boy. Truly talks everything. It truly does indeed yap everything. Let's get right into it. Shout out one of my schlop kings. You already know. Wyan Sens. Baby. Wyan Sens. We got holy shit. This is so fucking pathetic. Obviously talking about Anthony Fantano. If you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link. Shirt all love, but of course, Wyan Sens. And we need to see what's going on with the internet's busiest music nerd. Once more, Anthony Fantano.
You saw the title of the video. You know what the hell this is about. Why I don't use the N-word. Okay?
Probably should just never use it.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna get into that.
All right, guys, enough playing around. We need to talk about the N-word, and we need to talk about Mr. Anthony Fantano. So recently, this video of his went viral. Actually, quite a few.
Yeah, I was saying some clip. Hold on.
About Mr. Anthony Fantano.
Oh, wait.
So recently, this video of
alleged audio has leaked of white closeted hip hop reviewer Anthony Fantano saying N-word.
His went viral. Actually, quite a few.
Starting off great.
Went viral. Now, I made a few videos about Mr. Fantano, some defending him, some criticizing him. I watch his content from time to time. I have a feeling that Mr. Fantano isn't the biggest fan of the Sans YouTube channel, and that does hurt my feelings. It makes me quite sad to know that Mr. Fantano isn't subscribed to the Sensitive Society channel, but I digress. I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here to make money and entertain people, so... I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. But I have to be consistent, I think. The cancellation of Mr. Fantano is ridiculous. If you were to tell me back when I made my video calling him an idiot because he was being a pretentious douchebag regarding Kanye and Vultures 1. If you would have
oh yeah, I remember that, John. You said you wasn't gonna listen to that, Jazz.
Told that Oscar that I was gonna be out here defending him a year later, I would have been like, you're doing crack, heroin, fentanyl at the same time.
He said, yo, you really just doing all three of them. Like,
you're insane.
Jesus.
But here we are. Now, the video that went viral yesterday is this one right here. I'll play what I can because I don't want this video to be taken down or demonetized. But he's quoting what Ian, aka iDubbbz, used to say.
Who infamously called Ian a nigga, and now he just kind of quotes that to death. That dude clearly had a few screws loose, but Ian really had no problem with putting him on blast to make him look ridiculous. Which
yes, he's quoting the great
Alright, how do I feel about this, John? Y'all already know, bro. I think racism, dumbest John ever. Concept racism, stupid. Again, if I get shot and somebody of a different race or skin color gets shot, we both probably gonna die. So, like, I ain't gonna lie, racism is just stupid. But in the terms of, like, this John, bro, I guess, at least right now I'm feeling this is, like, more the PewDiePie John. Like, it's like, yo, if he said this John and then he was quoting another bully, he's not trying to say this John, I guess, maliciously. Two, like, Mr. Dubs.
I just want to ask you if you've always been shitting your pants.
No. But yeah, like obviously in that case, like duh, he probably learned the rhetoric. Obviously, like yo, it's not cool, not koosh to be saying this, John. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he wouldn't be saying this jazz now. But even still during that time, I still feel like yeah, he could definitely get some backlash because I totally understand he's quoting like soy dub, so he's not trying to say this John maliciously. But it's like, do you really need to say the word? I think we know which word he said. Say.
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
Oh, man, hilarious. But anyway, again, serious to that, like, yeah, Mr. Fantano, you probably should have just still not said it and/or bleep that shit out.
Almighty Mr. iDubbbz, when he used to say that all the time, and we all did, am I right? On everyone's soap but mine. So that's pretty much what got this whole thing going. This audio clip is, I believe, 8, 9, 10 years old. And whether I like Fantano or not, that's not relevant. I just want to be consistent because literally a few days ago, I made a video about
And that's literally what I say, and literally I had watched this YNSense video on PewDiePie, and this is like the same exact way I'm feeling. Like if he said this John years ago, and he's not using obviously the same rhetoric, saying slurs, saying the hard R or whatever, then like yeah, it's like yo going back to press him on this John. It's like bro, he obviously clearly would learn not to say this John no more. Now obviously within entailing that, if you have other criticisms for Mr. Fantano regarding other stuff he's done, sure, that's fair to have. But as far as like this, it's like, dude, if he learned from this John, he's not saying it no more. It's like, dog, I'm not about to be again holding this shit like heavily against him. Same John with PewDiePie, bro. Oh my God, shut up! And like, bro, this John was almost 10 years ago. I don't give a shit, dude. He's a different man.
PewDiePie and how people, a whole decade later, they're still calling him a racist, a Nazi. Oh, he's at the N-word.
Fucking white supremacist, all that bullshit. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
10 years ago, I think this whole situation is blown out of proportion. You're taking an audio clip from 10 years ago, and on top of that, it's not like he was talking to some black guy. He was like, well, you're a, you know what, take that, your own. Fantano made this video called Taking Accountability. It got like 13 million views.
Jesus Christ. Why the fuck did he post this on Twitter? Why didn't you post this on YouTube?
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest
Hello,
music
Anthony.
nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new for me, personally, but the discourse seems to have reached a fever pitch that's making a lot of people concerned and angry, and even thinking I'm covertly a racist, bigoted person.
I don't think you're a racist. I do think you're an idiot for giving vulture.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say, I don't think you're racist. I just think you're a dumbass because you should have just never said the shit in the first place. Like, you could quote iDubbbz, but does still bleep out the fucking hard R. It's like, bruh, this is a stupid action, stupid consequences. It's like, yo, if you didn't want people to, like, really be canceling you over this shit, I would have probably just never said it. But then again, I'm still in the factor of, like, bro, I don't give a fuck because he said this shit 5 years ago, nigga. It's like...
A 1, for giving Yeezus a light 5. That's not his only crime. The real reason why he should be cancelled for giving The Weeknd's House of Balloons a strong 3. How fucking dare you?
Strong 3?
Sir, I don't care that you said the N-word, but this right here, your scores, this is where I draw the line.
He said, but this right here is cancel worthy. It's like, bro, nah, some head's about to be pressing that jump. But I already gave my rhetoric on this jump. If somebody walk up to me and is supremely racist and all that type of jazz, bro, I'm laughing at that nigga, bro. You walk up to me, call me the harder, I'm laughing at you, nigga. Real shit. You got too much hate in your heart, bro. You need to stand around with people that got love for you and have your best interest at heart, bro, so you can start learning best interests of other people's. It's like, bro, come the fuck on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But again, still to that, duh, I can understand. Do people want Mr. Fantano saying slurs? Big no. Obviously not. Duh. But is he saying them right now? No. Has he said them in the past? Yes. Is he still saying them? No. Like, bro, come on, man. If you never give people the opportunity to change and do better, they never fucking will.
I don't care that you said the N-word. I don't care that you might or might not be a racist. You should be canceled for your fucking scores.
I don't want to waste anyone's time, so let's just get straight into it. With Exhibit A, this clip right here, which has just been going absolutely viral, and here's my explanation for it. Early on in my YouTube career, I had some pretty lax views when it came to quoting the language of others, and
I think we could see that, brother.
my point of view was, what does it matter? It's not me saying it. I'm real.
Well, I mean, it is you saying it. It's just a factor of, like I just said, it's like you weren't saying it with the intent of being malicious towards someone. You weren't trying to degrade someone, obviously, by, like, being racist toward them, you know what I'm saying? Or be, not degrade, well, yeah, it would be degrading. But, like, you're not trying to be derogatory to, like, you know, especially black people, duh, because it's hard R. You're not trying to be derogatory to someone or be malicious towards black people, but it's still the factor of, like, duh, Mr. Fantano, you You know the origins and backstory behind this word, brother. Like, I still would have avoided it if I was you.
Laying a lyric or a sentiment or a point of view expressed by someone else. I'm even embarrassed to say that I don't think it was until like a few years ago that I actually changed and censored the text of this 2014 Death Grips review title. And as you can see in the comments of this video, there's even a lot of discourse and jokes flying around about me not saying the title. And at the time, this sort of thing left me feeling like this is more or less a moral gray area. I extended this attitude into other pieces of content I've made, like this one.
I do have a question though. How old is Fantano? Because we all know you develop empathy at 32, so maybe that.
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Just like soy dubs, eh?
That's when it kicked in. Fantano age? Okay, yeah, seems about.
So until a couple years ago, brother, you're 35 at max, bro. A couple is 2, but like, bro, let's just say a few, many, several. Dog, like you're still way past the age of like 30, man. It's like you would have definitely thought about this. Now again, like from a video that's years ago, it's like, yeah, I dead ass wouldn't remember to go change the title of that shit either. But yo, rhetoric, dog, you're an adult. You should know, like, yeah, you probably gonna get some backlash, like.
Right. 40 years old. He started regretting this back when he was 32, 33, so...
That's what I'm saying, like, dude, you're still a fucking adult.
This confirms, not only by iDubbbz, but Mr. Fantano here, that you gain empathy automatically the second you turn 32, 33. That seems like the age.
Facts. Or you probably just gain it when you start, you know, feeling empathetic for people, which at most points is at a young age.
That is why I don't care what kind of content I make right now. I don't care about what I say or do on YouTube, on Twitter, wherever the fuck. Because once I hit 32, that's when my empathy will kick in. And then I'll be able to look back at the content that I've made, the harmful, toxic, racist content that I've made, and be like, oh, so that was bad. Now let me pander to a new audience.
It is also clear I am...
See, now that's what I was saying earlier. If you have other genuine criticisms like Mr. Fantano, yeah, pandering to an audience or whatever, like with the whole Vultures thing and not wanting to listen to the album or whatever because I forgot what he said. He didn't listen to it because it didn't put out certain genres, and it would be like it was like on the tip of like he couldn't separate the art from the artist. He couldn't just listen to the music and yes, no, that is exactly what it was. He couldn't just listen to the music and just grade the music. He kept bringing in like Kanye's personality and all that shit. Nigga, fuck the current Ye. Fuck the current Ye. I'm sorry, the current Ye is a fucking weirdo and he lost his goddamn mind. But you are out of your fucking mind if you think I'm not about to go listen to Heartbreak and fucking Graduation and shit. That's classics, my nigga. I can just perceive that, yeah, Kanye right now is a fucking terrible nigga. But boy, that old music is fucking... And yeah, Fantano couldn't do that. So if you got criticisms for him for that, I'm with you, bro. That shit is dumb. Just tell me what you think of the music. Fuck Kanye's personality. What do you think of the music, Fantano? Like,
quoting someone even in the tightly edited state this clip has been presented in. And the reason I'm doing so is to voice disagreement with calling people racial and homophobic slurs as a bit, which is what the original content creator I was quoting was doing. And he himself has since apologized for this whole era of his career. But I'm not getting...
Yeah. Also, his fucking career is done, and any era will never be again.
Deeper into the weeds than that because this video isn't about him. Because the fact of the matter is I should have and could have just censored myself while pointing...
So why didn't you?
...this behavior out. But unfortunately, my position left me feeling kind of nonchalant because it's not the words themselves.
Nah, that's where... Yeah, you fucked yourself, dog. That's where you fucked yourself up. I don't... Like, even if you were to, per se, use the arguments or whatever, yeah, it's more relaxed then or whatever, like, dog, I'm still not gonna lie, man. Yo, pulling a soy dubs. Again, we seen how that went for him. I don't know. I wouldn't have been so confident on that.
But the sentiment of them that's being expressed that's truly disgusting.
Now, here's the thing, and once again, this goes back to anyone that said edgy stuff back in 2014 to 2017. It was a different time.
Yeah, no, and I can definitely acknowledge that. Like, it was definitely like an edgier time. Duh, this is when soy dubs was at its peak, all this type of Johns. But it's just the factor of like, yo, man, I don't know, dog. Like, at some point, you gotta realize, hey, it might come back to bite you. Not that I'm saying, oh, we're on a type of tip with cancel culture and like, oh, society's becoming more progressive. Like it is and all that. To where like, oh yeah, now people are gonna start litigating all your old clips and all that type of shit. But it's like, yo, bro, if you got on the pander tip, bro, and then there's Jones to show that you were get a little hypocritical on this. Yeah, it might cook you. But even still to that, again, like, years ago. See, that's why I'm conflicting on this, John. Because I feel like, duh, should Mr. Fantano have said this, John? Yeah, fuck no. But at the same time, he said it years ago, so I don't really give a fuck. If he's not continuing putting on that same rhetoric, then clearly he's changed on that beat. But then it's like, hey, dog, you still could have just overall avoided this shit by not saying it.
Don't care if someone said this and they regret it years later. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
growth
like,
is,
I don't really
right?
care either.
It's like we've all done and
Yeah, changing patterns of behavior, like everything. Say this shit all the time.
said dumb shit that we regret, and it's how you recover or how you go about it that really shows whether you matured or you're
Exactly. Yeah, that's a definitive change of patterns of behavior. Because again, if Fantano acknowledged, like he's saying with the title of the video, like, oh yeah, duh, this shit really bad, shouldn't be going out putting out slurs and all this type of beat. And obviously now he's learned from that. He's not still saying dumb and or telling people to say these Johns, being edgy and tell at least that I agree and all that shit. Then yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's it. Because then obviously he's not putting that John out, but. Again, heads still gonna have their criticisms for him.
learn from that situation. I'm not gonna come on here and be all high and mighty and be like, Fantano should be canceled because he said the N-word while quoting someone, by the way. And I find it hilarious that Fantano didn't even name drop him. Because then I just would have been fucking crying. Oh, Fantano called me out. I just have a feeling that if this was someone else that Fantano didn't like, Fantano would go all out to, I guess, discredit him, call him a racist, a right-winger. It's like, would Fantano be this charitable towards someone else?
Like, yeah, and that's another question. Like, would he be? And the thing is, I doubt it. And that's the thing. It's always like, see, and this is a thing that happens all the time, especially in the drama community. Like, yo, it's always cool to do the fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Not hate mob per se, at least. I'm not trying to gain no fucking hate mobs or whatever. But, like, it's always cool to dogpile the one nigga that all the drama's happening to. But as soon as that shit happen to you, now it's harassment campaigns. Now it's, yo, these niggas just bringing up old shit. Now it's just yada yada, this, that, and the third. So if Mr. Fantano was doing that with other heads, bro, like I say all the time, and shout out to Hunts, no disrespect, y'all know I would always say it, but karma's a relentless ass bitch, and she gonna come back every fucking time. So again, Fantano, if you did that shit with niggas, they gonna come back and do it right with you, dog. Like,
that's $1 million question. I don't think he would, but I could be wrong. What do I know? I've never spoken to him. I don't know the guy. Can't review this Kanye album. It's so problematic. This and that. Put the reviews in the back, bro. We do not care about your political stance when it comes to Kanye, or just tell us if the album is good, if you liked it.
That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, yeah, with Fantano, with that whole shit, I'm like, dude, separate the art from the artist. I don't give a fuck about Kanye and his personality, his political views, and all that shit. All the shit that he says about Jews and shit like that, all his anti-Semitism, yeah, it's real fucked up. But I don't, like, bro, I'm choosing to ignore that part of him because I don't even want to acknowledge all that bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even acknowledging his rhetoric and all that, which hypocrite truly, because we made videos on his fucking Twitter, bro. Like, it's just overall bad Jones, and especially on the music tip. Bro, I really don't give a fuck about Kanye's personality because, again, like I said, man, I gotta hear that old music when he was a different nigga. I ain't gonna lie. His current shit, I'm not listening to any of that garbage. Nigga, he had a song, Hail the Austrian Painter. Yeah, I feel like condemning that shit. That shit is bad or whatever the fuck. Again, but even still to that John, well, not with that song, cause that song just, that shit in Cousins, yeah, fuck those songs. But like, even still with the other John, with Vultures, other, like, bro, fuck Kanye's personality. Kanye is a fucking asshole now. Yeah, we know. Tell me if you think the music and shit is good or not.
I don't know. That's all we care about. I do think canceling someone for stuff they said in quotations 10 years ago and bringing it up in the Big 25, I think that is peak unemployment behavior. Like, how fucking bored are you?
I mean, this clip may be new to you, but it's actually almost 10 years old. If this was ever something I made a regular habit of doing, believe me, you'd be seeing more examples than this. All I can do is take ownership of having quoted these words in this way and obviously say that I'm sorry, which I am in fact sorry about this.
Now, I hate that I'm doing this and I hate that I'm saying this, but Mr. Fantano, Mr. Mellon actually beat the allegations. It will be extremely hypocritical of.
It's just like, yeah, I'm just more or less again still on the PewDiePie shit. It's like, yeah, if you want to condemn him for this shit, bro, go fucking ahead, bro. But if he's like now in the current day again, not putting out the same rhetoric, it's just like, I'm not gonna give a fuck, dude. It's like, good, bro. You're not saying slurs. If some niggas think you're a pander, hey, bro, that fucking sucks, dude. But like, again, this is what it fucking be, bro. Again, and whatever choices he does on his shit is within his fucking choice. But all I'm saying is that, just to refer, if he was calling out people again for shit that they've done in the past and all that type of Jones, stuff they said, stuff they've done, and this shit happens to him, that's just karma. Like, that dead ass is just karma. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. Like, that just is. But do I personally fucking care? It's like, nah, bro. He said this shit 5 years ago. PewDiePie said his shit 8 years ago. Like, dude, these are different niggas, bro. People change on a year-to-year basis. Again, shout out Joe Bartolozzi philosophy. The person you are right now, you're going to be a different person a year from now. The person you are right now, you're a different person than you were a year ago. People going to change. And like Senzo saying, you're going to grow and you're changing pattern behavior. You're going to want to do better and improve your life and be a better person, all this type of beat. So if Fantano is being a better person, at least specifically in this case, by not continuing to say slurs and or edgy shit like that, good. Like, bro, good. And then when he does other shit that can be genuinely criticized, we'll be there for that too. Like, it's just,
me to come on here and be like, yeah, we should cancel Fantano. Fantano is literally Hitler. And Fantano also did 9/11 because he's a liberal and he's a vegan. It would be extremely hypocritical if I just jumped on the Fantano hate train. So now there's this video that's going around. It has like 4 million views. Once again, another reason why they want Fantano to be canceled. And I think this is even worse. This is just 2015 humor being edgy. This is legitimately what the internet was like. And I hate that the internet brings stuff up from 10
They're literally doing this shit with Ethan with that fucking one clip he said that was like from 12 years ago. It's like, dude, people just fucking change, bro. Again, if you have a problem with current Fantano because of other stuff that he's done, sure, that's fine. I tell guys all the time, if you have criticism of people, cool, bro. That's your prerogative. Just make sure to be cordial and amicable about them shits. Point out the actual genuine criticism and not be on some fucking hate tirade. Fuck you, he's a fucking racist. Like they're saying he's a fucking racist, white supremacist, all this shit. Nigga, you're not shelving out any genuine criticism, especially ones that apply to fucking now and not 8 years ago. And with Fantano, it's like, dude, he's not saying slurs no more, man. Like, I'm not about to be calling him out for this bullshit if he's not continuing that same rhetoric, dude. Like,
years ago, they bring it to 2025 and they judge it with 2025 eyes, not with 2015 eyes.
Thank you. And that exactly. I'm sorry. I'm gonna view shit in 2025 eyes because nigga, it's 2025, bro. If you niggas trust me, I want to go back to 2016 where it felt like life was just peak. But you know what, nigga? I can't, bro. Niggas want to call me Unk. Yeah, we're living in Unk times now, bro. I don't know what the fuck. Like,
you know what I mean?
Bro.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. Like, out of everything you could call him out for, wow, there's more Anthony Fantano. 8 minutes more. He's done. LOL.
Real niggas do so.
Who infamously called Ian a Nick. Harvey Weinstein, what's your opinion on Mike Dean producing the new Nick Gurr album? I'm not even a really big Nick Gurr.
Bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not, like, obviously this is a John to get him to say it, but like, bro, I'm not taking this serious, dude. I'm sorry. Like, this clip in specific, I'm not taking this shit serious. Like,
Jigglypuff is a social justice meme featuring a loud, obnoxious pig of a human being who.
When was Fantano this based? We need this Fantano back, not the dorky, politically right Fantano that preaches. This is so 2015.
Yeah, like, again, panderer, John, bro. Again, you got criticisms for him pandering? Sure, bro. This, I don't care. Like,
Coded. You're gonna cancel someone for being edgy and for being satirical? Really? Really? Are we back in 2017? What is this?
Out at the New Hampshire College date of Milo Yiannopoulos' Dangerous Tour. Another funny slew of social justice memes come about because everything they say is nearly brain dead. There's so many of these videos cropping up that all of the channels that are essentially just ripping off Sargon of Akkad's channel can barely keep up.
What's supposed to look like, you retard? Fucking retard.
Base?
Like, again, same thing with the word. I'm gonna be honest. I said it on the other shit, bro. Like, yo, I tell hells all the time because again, it's about the thing of maliciousness. So if you're gonna cancel me for saying retard or retarded, you can go ahead and fucking cancel me for that shit. Obviously, do I want to colloquially go out and say this, John? Yeah, at least I'm not saying it as often. I will say it because I just said it. But like, am I saying it often? Nah. I find it funnier to call niggas idiot morons because they fucking are. Like, it's just simply a lot of these niggas, especially based. Some of these fucking morons need to stop blowing in from Stupid Town. It would be fucking excellent. But anyway, like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna cancel him over that shit. Like, all that shit, bro. He changed his rhetoric. He not saying slurs. He not going out his way to say no crazy or edgy shit no more. That shit's done. So that's a criticism I'm not gonna have for him. Now, again, you want to start talking a pandering conversation? We can get into that.
Based?
Beast.
It's not like I'm out here crying and feeling bad for Fantano, that the same audience that he wanted is now eating him alive. That's on you, buddy. You have no one else to blame but yourself for that one.
Yeah, it's all about the type of heads you cultivate in your audience, yo.
That's the audience you wanted. That's the audience that you cultivated over the years. These insane leftists, and those same insane leftists are now trying to get you. Like, that's on you, buddy. That's why I don't feel as bad, but I still think it's ridiculous. And then we get this. Asmongold has no love lost over Anthony Fantano facing online criticism.
I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new.
You deserve it. You've been participating in online hate mobs against people, virtue signaling on everybody on Twitter. You've done this to me multiple times.
Ooh, oh no.
And now it's happening to you. And you're never going to get people that are going to dislike you to ever forget about this. There's never going to be a moment where you're going to be able to move past this. Everybody is always going to think of you as a fake fuck. It doesn't matter what you're going to say in this video. You already look like a clown, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
Okay, hold on. I kind of disagree with Asmongold on the factor of like Actually, no, I agree on the factor of people that fully outright just hate like Anthony Fantano. Yeah, they're gonna bring this shit up forever. Absolutely, bro. To try to dunk on him, to try to make him seem bad and all that shit. But anyone looking at this John objectively, it's like, bro, I'm not gonna cap, bro. I am not gonna cap. Like, again, changing patterns of behavior. You're not saying this John no more. Again, if heads are going to get on his ass because he's pandering, like we just said, yo, he done cultivated this leftist audience and all this type of shit. Yeah, you could definitely criticize him for that. Trust me, Hassan.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Hassan be getting his piece every goddamn day, except for today. Oh man, he didn't open up his fucking mouth. But today is Sunday, right? Yeah, maybe it makes sense. Yeah, he's not banned this time on his fucking off day. But anyway, sidebarring that, it's like, yeah, bro, anyone objectively is like, yo, man, the slurs and John, he not saying this no more, cool. The pandering thing, yeah, you could get on his ass for this shit, because it's like, yeah, if you cultivated this audience and now these same motherfuckers that within you saying you're not gonna be edgier no more, you're doing all this and trying to virtue signal, if you got these motherfuckers in and now they trying to cancel for you this, John, hey, bro, you should have had niggas that could have understand, yeah, bro, you said edgier shit back in the past, you said slurs, but like, yo, like, I'm moving on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do better on my patterns of behavior, and like you should have had heads there that can understand that, John, and move forward with it, bro. But nope. Like, again, Mr. Fantano, you are the virtue sick. I would never do this. These people are bad and all that. Hey, bro, this is, oh my god, it's so funny because it's exactly like Hassan.
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude.
It's just like Hassan, bro. These niggas, the G-boys, actually, where my G-boy blockers at? Let's go ahead and put them on. Bro. The G-boys, every time, they gonna be sucking up to Hassan, right? They gonna follow his rhetoric to a T, bro. Literally skinwalker timing, gang. But at the same time, Hassan has to remember he's in Ouroboros, bro. They gonna eat him alive. The minute he step away from that crazy extremist rhetoric and all that junk he got on, they on his ass. He gotta get right back on that junk. So now the same thing happening with Fantano. You was edgy, all that type of beat. Yo, came up off that, bro. You started to build and pander to this audience that you cultivated now. And now that some Jones came out, now they eating you alive. Something that they didn't like came, now they eating you alive. And now you gotta drop this response. It's like, bro, it's crazy. I'm telling you, bro, you cannot pander to these bulls. And two, for Fantano, gang, you should have really just never said this, Joe. Again, I ain't trying to police you, bro. It was years ago. I can understand that, but a lot of these niggas online cannot. So, for you of not to deal with this at all, should have just probably censored that boy once more. But yeah, again, this situation reminded me exactly of the relationship that Hassan got with his chat, bro. Like, it's the same thing that Fantano got with his audience. It's like, bro, pandering, audience captured, Ouroboros eating its tail. It's just... not good. But again, still on that factor, bruv. He said these Johns years ago, gang. If he changed his patterns of behavior once more, bro, and he not saying them Johns no more, no slurs, no crazy Johns, I'm not about to be holding that against him. He changes the person. But that pandering, though, we'll talk about it a little bit. Like, nah, real talk though. But anyway. Yeah, no, it's literally looking exactly like the John that be happening to Hassan. Hassan!
That's it. It's over.
I kind of agree with Asmongold here. This is such a unique situation because this is not a he's wrong or he's right. Two things could be true at the same time.
Yeah, no, this is a perfect example of that, for sure.
Fantano could be a bold retard who's a pretentious douchebag on Twitter, and he's also a Twitter activist. Those fingers be going crazy when it comes to politics. That is true. And yes, that same audience he cultivated over the years are the same people that are currently eating him alive and want him banned, cancel, whatever it might be. But it could also be true that this Fantano cancellation is dumb.
It's dumb. Yeah, I agree. No, that's literally exactly how I feel. Fantano, he really fucked up by cultivating this audience, basically, like fucking no, not saying that his audience is Hassan's audience, but he basically cultivated an audience like an echo chamber like Hassan's. And this shit backfired on him. I ain't gonna cap it sure did, because now these same people, they were sucking you up, glazing you up, but you had and or did, which was years ago, some junk that got them upset, and now they're eating your ass up. You feel me? But also on that factor, dog, I'm not about to be fucking on the personal tip on like demonizing Fantano, because dude, this happened years ago. Again, I don't care if Trilly repeats himself. We gotta really stamp this in. He said this shit years ago. If he not seeing them Jones no more, and he understand how they're bad, and you shouldn't obviously like saying slurs and doing some of this crazy edgier junk, then bro, good. He moved on from that. But then we can start talking about the pandering again. Oh my god.
And it'll be extremely hypocritical of me to be like, yeah, cancel Fantano. I doubt after this, me and Fantano are gonna be BFFs and we're gonna go get fucking breakfast and then we're gonna
yeah, that's pretty dead in the water.
go get boba and hold hands while we're running through grass. If you're gonna cancel him for anything, cancel him for giving Yeezus a 5.
Might be true on that one. Anyway, y'all already know, of course, shout out, should have love with one of my slop kings, Wyan Sens. That was Holy Shit, This Is So Fucking Pathetic by Wyan Sens, talking about Anthony Fantano, the needle drop, can't even talk. The industry's busiest music nerd. Can't even talk. But real talk though, if you guys want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, share the love with, of course, Wyan Sens. And final opinions and conjecture is literally, again, like Wyan Sens was saying in the journal. Yo, am I about to demonize, cancel overall Fantano for this John, bro? Because a clip came up that he was saying this John 5 years ago. Nah, bro. Again, pattern's behavior changed. He's not saying them Johns no more. Good on that factor. Is there other things to criticize Fantano for? Like, the reason that this is happening is because the audience he cultivated, and now these bulls are always going to virtue signal on him. Yeah, we could definitely talk about that. But am I about to cancel him for saying, saying bullshit, slurs, and dumb shit years ago? Nah, bro. He's not saying them Johns no more. That's it. That's really all. I ain't gonna lie. And again, I'm sure some heads will probably disagree with me. So let me know down in the comments how you feeling about the whole Anthony Fantano John, for sure, for sure. But of course, like I said, if you guys want to watch the OG vid, down in the description, first link, sure to love it, Wyan Sens, and I'm finna catch y'all. The foot, baby. Peace.
Thank you.